Would you believe segment? I'll give D. Wood a statement. He tells me if he would believe it. Would you believe the Cowboys will make the NFC title game?
I would not believe that. I think this Cowboys team is a lesser team than in 2023. They have to replace multiple starters on the offensive line. Who is their number 2 wide receiver?
Great question.
I mean, that to me is like the biggest question. We know CeeDee Lamb is a superstar, but outside of CeeDee Lamb, they don't really have any other offensive, weapons that really threaten you.
Do you think they can win the division? Would you believe that?
I got Philadelphia winning the NFC.
All right.
That's like a hilarious question. This is going to be like a rapid fire thing. Like, that's honestly a hilarious question. I feel like that just shows you the popularity of the Dallas Cowboys, because if they were any other franchise, I don't think we would even be asking this question. They haven't been close to winning to getting to an NFC Championship game, and they've gotten worse now this season. And they've probably a lame duck head coach in Mike McCarthy. And we're asking this question, will the Cowboys make the NFC Championship this season? They're not better than the Lions. They're not better than the Packers. They're not better than the 49ers. They're not better than the Eagles. It's like, I'm not even so sure that they're better than the Chicago Bears or the Atlanta Falcons. I don't even know if the Cowboys will make the playoffs. Honestly, I don't think the Cowboys are going to be trash, to be very clear. I don't think that they're going to be just this awful laughing stock of a franchise, but I just do not. I think people are in a rude awakening for this idea that they're going to have any type of true competitiveness. And I feel bad for Dallas Cowboys fans. I really do. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you're probably going to be a Cowboys fan or hater for that matter. And like, I genuinely feel bad for the fan base, because I know how excited and passionate and intense you all are about the Cowboys. And I just truly don't know how you can be going into this season with any sense of optimism. Now, if you guys had been winning for years and you won a Super Bowl over the last few years or whatever, maybe kind of, similar to maybe like an Eagles situation, then I could understand like you maybe not being as distraught. But the fact of the matter is that y'all have been starving for any true levels of success. You're really hanging on the whole, we won 12 games 3 years in a row, which is like, congratulations. But like, I just don't know, like, if this was my team, I would be so irritated and so frustrated, because I'm not going into this season with any optimism that we can get to the NFC Championship game, fight for the championship, and get to a Super Bowl. Like, if I'm an Eagles fan, I believe that. If I'm a Lions fan, I believe that. If I'm a Packers fan, I believe that. If I'm a 49ers fan, I believe that. Right? If I'm a Ravens fan, I believe that. Heck, even if I'm a Bills fan, I believe that. Obviously, if you're a Chiefs fan. So it's just like, it becomes this whole thing where it's like, it's sad that when you have such an intense, passionate, iconic fan base, and you don't feel like your team got better, and you don't think that you have a chance, like, it just kind of a bummer, quite honestly. But I will say that it does seem like a lot of Cowboys fans believe that they can still make a run, and like, I don't see it, and I don't know how you all see it. I really don't. It like blows me away that so many of these fans either say that Jerry Jones is trash and is a terrible, owner, GM, whatever the heck we want to refer to him in this moment, and yet those same fans will say the Cowboys, of course they can do it. Look how great they've been the last few years. And it's like, well, Jerry Jones built that team. So he's either a great, team builder or not, which is it? And if you think they have a chance this year, well, then that would be because of Jerry Jones pulling all the strings and hiring the right people and drafting the right players and signing the right players. So the Cowboys fans, I don't think they can even make up their mind as to what this team is, who's the problem, who gets the praise for their success. I just think this season has potential to get really ugly, especially if they go into not having any of these contracts signed, like Dak Prescott. And, if they drop 2-3 games in a row, or they're 3-3, 3-5, 4-5, 5-4, like anything that's just like kind of like, either bad or okay. The conversation's just going to be dominated around, will this be Dak's last year? Will Mike McCarthy make it to week 8? Right? Like, it's just going to be like just a clown show, honestly. Like, we use that term so much, like, just to like kind of make fun of an organization, but like, to me, it would be like a justifiable term. Like, it would be a legitimate clown show, because you're just going to have the media asking a million questions, speculating. They're going to be asking these players and coaches directly, as well as shows like this talking about Dak needs to move on to the Raiders, or Dak should look to go to the New York Giants. Like, Mike McCarthy will be fired. Who should be the next coach of the Cowboys? It just becomes everything but what is actually on the field in the 2024 season. And if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, that's just kind of sad to see, because, you know, you want to see them be competing and fighting for something. So this question, though, to me is the perfect representation of that, because it's like, who with their wits about them could honestly ask this question and not have it be an automatic no, right? It's just like, is it possible technically? Sure. Is it likely? Absolutely not. But those are just my thoughts. I would absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think? Do you think the Cowboys will make the NFC Championship game this season? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I would absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.